Okay, so my name is Henning Grunwald. I'm the DAAD lecturer in modern European history and a fellow here at Pembroke. I arrived at Pembroke in October 2012, and the primary focus of my research is at the intersection of law and political culture. I'm a historian primarily of modern Germany, and I've written on the way that Nazi and communist lawyers have turned the courtroom into a revolutionary stage. That is to say, they have turned a potential threat, judicial persecution, into a propagandistic asset by turning a trial into a form of political theater. The idea then of these lawyers was, if you're a communist in the dock, to prevent you from implicating party comrades and rather to get you to make a sort of flamboyant statement of implacable enmity to the existing order. To say, I don't care what this court finds me guilty of, I care about the coming revolution and about the complete change in political circumstances that will usher in. And I've written about this in a book published by Oxford University Press, incidentally exactly at the time that I arrived here, which is called Courtroom to Revolutionary Stage, Performance and Ideology in Weimar Political Trials. And obviously that is still something that I work on. I'm writing an article right now on a trial on Arthur Schnitzler's Der Reigen, a play about sexual mores that gave rise to a big scandal in 1919 to 1921. So another project that I'm involved with at the moment and that I'm very excited about is called Transient Exile, and it's about Jewish German refugees who had to flee Germany in 1933 and who found a temporary, sometimes also a permanent home here in Great Britain. And this is a project that I'm doing together with a number of colleagues from Cambridge and beyond, and in particular with the Centre Marc Bloch, Center for the Study of Contemporary History in Berlin, and the German National Literature Archive in Marbach am Neckar. It is a project that is very much about crowdfunding in a sense. We want eventually to reach out, crowdfunding not in the sense of monetary contributions, but rather in terms of the contribution of time and effort and intellectual engagement. And we want to facilitate a sort of transgenerational dialogue between people who may have living memory of such a traumatic exile and their descendants, their grandnephews or great-granddaughters who may be in possession of a cell phone and who may be able to take photographs of the letters or the files produced in interaction with government agencies as people sought to build their livelihood and to get residency permits or to avoid being interned and to build a new existence here. And we think that there are many thousands of these, potentially more, archives. This is a huge treasure trove of material that can open a unique window into the everyday life of refugees and exilees of this kind. And of course, one afterthought, or one political, if you will, aspect of this is that we are interested in providing historical perspective, historical perspectivization, by juxtaposing, if you will, the experience of that historical crisis with the current refugee crisis, and to look at the way that at that time Britain, both as a state and in terms of individual citizens, got engaged on behalf of the liberal values that define this country, in my view.